Today I'd like to talk to you about installing a smart switch. What's a smart switch? Well, you have your switch on your wall, you go on, you switch on the lights, you switch off the lights. That's a dumb switch. Then you have a timer switch where you may program your lights to come on at 2 o'clock and off at 4 o'clock. So that's a timer switch. And then with the advent of infrared and all that type of thing, you then can have a remote switch. So you might have your lights plugged into a wirelessly controlled power point and you can switch them on and off, press the button. Well, I've got those types of switches myself. But then there's one step up. It's called a smart switch. They're now Wi-Fi control. What that means that you can control them via the internet, via your smartphone. And a lot of these products you see from Google and Amazon controlling your house, you see the little speaker, microphone type of thing, and that's only the basic. You have to have all the connections to all your appliances you want to switch on and off. Now, what's all this got to do with CNC4A or any of the 4A series? Well, when you have a workshop, you may have your lights on and lights off, or machine on and machine off, and depending on how busy you are, if you rush in or you come in at night, I'll go and do this, and you may forget to leave the lights on and the lights off. Or like me, my workshop's very crowded and the remote control was stuck in between some cabinets, so it was very hard to reach in, so I just had to press button 1 and that just hangs near the front door and I switch it on and off that way. But sometimes you walk in and you got crap everywhere and you clean yourself up and you forget to leave it on, and you go to bed and you see that the light's on, been on there all night or something like that. So, and the other problem with the other type is you press the button and the button flashes for when you press it. But that doesn't tell you whether you've pressed it on or you pressed it off. So it's a remote, but it's not smart. Now, with these remote switches, they can be controlled various ways, and also they give feedback to tell you when they're on and off. I purchased the Snot off eBay, $8. This is the unit. It's hanging on the cable here because if you've watched my other videos like forming the plastic tubing and all that, I always say give it a couple of cycles, hot, cold, and that's to get all the kinks out of the cable. So it comes in a little box. Comes in some reasonable instructions, and there's a unit. These caps aren't in. Just get your fingernail along that edge and pop off the bottom. Then you'll see the circuit board. Now, the immediate problem you'll see, it's got a live and a neutral in and a live and a neutral out. Great, but it's got no earth connection. So if you cut your cable in half, screw it in, it'll be sitting there, and your earths will be short. You can cut your cable there, strip it back until the earth is longer and the earth is longer, then you can have a screw connector on the outside of the unit. But the CNC4A method, taking you to the next level, is you actually gut the cable like you would a fish. Very gently pick a hole, open it up, put your sharp edge in and work away, and then open it up like a banana. Stretch it long enough so as the earth lead runs around the relay inside on the top of the PCB. Then once you've got that just fitting in, you then cut your cable, your live and neutral, in half. Then you shorten them up, and I just use the bootlace crimp connectors and fit in. So inside there is the earth and the live and the neutral. It's for a flat cable, so it won't fit the round one. That's why it's sitting in there like that. I just buy our cheapo extension lead and cut it in half, so it's male one end, female the other. To program it, you download an app, put it on your phone, connect to the Wi-Fi, pair it all up, takes about 3 minutes, passwords, Wi-Fi passwords, right. So then you have the app. Now it's pretty good, got a big on button and big off button. But now look what happens when I press the button on air. It's gone on. So you still can switch it on or off here, then gone off, no wires. Now you may say, okay, so what? You can do that on the other side of the world. That's a smart switch. But what uses has it got? Well, a mate of mine, Don Key, he lives out in the country and his workshop's way out the back. So when it's wet, cold, muddy, you don't want to be tracing back out to switch it on, switch it off. You can remotely connect all your lights through this, switch it on and off. You may have your charger for your LiPo battery, something like that. Oh, I forgot all about it. You can check, is it on, is it off? And you can just touch. You can put your lights in your factories. If your batteries on your computer go flat every so often, you can have this already charged, and before you get there, you can switch it on. Many, many uses, $8. Plus, it then interfaces to all the other smart stuff around your house as well. So temperature, you can switch it on all. But just as a basic remote control switch from anywhere in the world, I highly recommend it. I was going to tap into the circuit like I did in my other video on the temperature controller mods, so as I could also control it by the Arduino, but it runs the live and neutral through solar strip and is very exposed, and it was too close for me to be comfortable, so I didn't do it. But you can just tap into the relay and run your cable on the outside and you'll have no problems. So, on, off, let's see if you can hear it. So who knows, it may even help you from burning the house down. So, as always, thanks for watching, catch you next time.